Welcome back, awesome Action Toy fans and subscribers. Another Marvel Legends series pack today. This is from Thor Ragnarok, and we have, what's his name? Skurge and Marvel's Hela. Now, I bought this for him, not so much for her, because I like the fantasy look. So if I'm going for the bigger scale, it's more for fantasy at the moment, unless it's like G.I. Joe or G.I. Joe lookalike stuff, which I will look into too, like the G.I. Joe, the G.I. classified stuff, I should say, as stuff that can work with that. Looks pretty cool. On the back, it's got some information about Skurge and some information about Hela, and some artwork of Thor Ragnarok sort of poster there. Pretty damn cool, like the look of that. I'm going to open this up and have a look. But again, I bought this for Skurge, not for Hela, so she looks pretty cool too, so we'll see what she's like. Now, what I like about Skurge, not just the fact he's fantasy, but the fact he comes with these two M16s, which would be great for using with the G.I. Joe classified. Okay, so opening up, Hela does look pretty good, to be fair. Change that head around, and you've got a nice fantasy figure too if you give it a repaint. Skurge just looks awesome for a fantasy figure. Again, I'll be looking to repaint that, take away some of that blue, make it more sort of knight in shining armor. So we take this off. And he comes with this lovely, great big axe. I do like that. That is rather large. We've got the M16s, which look pretty cool. They look a bit on the small side, but I don't know, maybe they're not. I'll have to wait until I take him out. We then have Hela, and she has her cloak. Alternate head 1 with hair down. Alternate head 2 with hair sort of everywhere. We have her hand holding the hammer when she catches it. Some sort of magic effect, and then we have Skurge, and he has alternate hands as well. Oh, that one flew off. Okay, so I will come to him later on, best for last. Let's look at Hela first. Let's look at his heads. This head is particularly nice. I like that. That does catch the likeness quite well. The other one not so much. They both look pretty cool. And then this one with these sort of antlers on the head, that's alright. She feels a bit cheap, I want to say, a bit light. She also appears to be rather big. I'll do a comparison in a moment. She does look rather big. And she has this cloak. I'm not too keen on these plastic cloaks because they add so much weight to the figure that they want to fall backwards, you know. I know it does cost more for soft, good capes and cloaks and whatnot, but they are worth it. Yeah, I'll leave that off. So let's have a look at her articulation. We'll sculpt first. The armor's pretty nice. On the upper body, legs, a bit more difficult to paint that and make it look fantasy, but it could work for sci-fi quite nicely. So she can look left and right. She's got a really good side to side. She's got a great down and a good up. Shoulders. Oh, that's going to be a nightmare to repaint because they go underneath the fleshy shoulder part. That'll get paint rubber. She gets 90 degrees on each side. She has a single joint bicep bend, but despite that disability, she does get around 90 degrees on both, just slightly under. Hands twist, bit small in the hands, and she has gun articulation on the right, and she has a wave articulation on the left. Trunk, it's not really worth it, hardly anything there, but she can turn. There's no waist turn. Bit disappointing on that. Legs, not too far. There is a twist there. Does she have bicep turn? Only from the joint. Forwards is alright. Backwards, butt gets in the way. There is a thigh twist. Double kneecap, skinny legs, nice and tight. There is no boot or shoe turn. Tippy toe is pretty good. The dorsiflexation, the Michael Jackson, almost non-existent. And her feet do twist like this. She's alright, I guess, but I'm not keen on that head. So let me pop that off. And I think this head looks the best. Let's pop this one on. That is better. Okay, looks pretty cool like this. She does appear to be rather large. And then, I'm not sure what this is. This goes around a hand or a wrist or something. Yes, look, I've got power magic. Yeah, not interested in that. She looks alright. But again, she does appear to be rather big. I will do a comparison in a little while. Okay, oh, sorry, and she has the other hand with the wave articulation holding the hammer here, which looks pretty cool. To be fair, you could just cut that hand off and... yeah, but she's indented, so the hammer look a bit damaged with fingerprints. Okay, so we come to Skurge. The axe is big, as I said. V stands up here, reaches his waist. The guns feel a bit short, up to his thigh. No drilled barrel, but they are pleasantly sturdy, bit of bend. His hands, he comes with a spare right and left, and they are trigger hands, so they're for the M16s. Otherwise, he has a grip hand for his axe. He looks really nice. In fact, not much paint would be needed. You could keep him in this blue if you want to repaint for fantasy. They could repaint it more silver and leather for a better effect, but he does look pretty cool. He has a left and a right. He has a nice down and a really good up. Great for fighting big beasts. Shoulders, his pads move up, and even though they do get in the way, he does get to about flat on each arm. He has a double bicep bend, so he gets really good on the bend in his arm. There is a bicep swivel. His wrists turn, and these hands are both wave articulation, and the other hands are both wave articulation too. He has trunk, alright forwards, alright backwards, side to side is pretty good, and he can turn. There's no waist turn. His waist section here is going to really impede his hips. However, that's pretty damn good considering. Forwards, again, it sort of gets in the way, but it's pretty good. Backwards, hardly anything. I would be cutting these straps individually on this part, so his legs are better articulated. He gets a thigh turn, double kneecap, really tight considering the bulk of his leg. There is no boot turn, but his feet don't turn, unfortunately. His tippy toe is really good. His dorsiflexation, his tee-hee, Michael Jackson, is awesome as well. And his feet have the twist outwards and twist inward, which is great because if he's doing like a splits, you can get his feet to turn more inwards, and he should, in theory, have better balance. Come on, come on, do it, do it, do it. Just about, but he still wants to fall over. There. Really good. He's a really nice figure. I do like this a lot. Okay, let's see how he holds his weapon. So this big axe, first of all. His hands are firm, but there's give. So that's not too bad. We make him right hand underneath, followed by left hand. So let's do left hand first. But I wish that wasn't so big at the end. I understand the reasons why. It just makes it difficult to put in. Okay, let's see how easy it is for him to do two-handed with this axe. This axe does need a repaint. No, very nice. He holds that particularly well, it has to be said. I like that a lot. It's a shame he doesn't come with like a sword, but you could get from another line or another figure a sword. The guns, I will change his hands. Not too difficult to pop out. And they seem quite sturdy, quite big joints considering it's a wrist, a hand. Okay, so let's have a look at his M16s. I'll be using these M16s in my G.I. Joe Classified or something similar, probably. Huh. Very, very nice. He holds those really well too. Okay, so let's have a comparison with each other and then with some other figures to get an idea, because again, she does seem tall, but maybe that's just me being a bit foolish, who knows. He seems, maybe because she's so slender, he's a bit more chunky, so it sort of evens out. But yeah, she's taller than him already. If I use my favourite Black Knight, yeah, they both look big compared to him. If I use, oops, stay upright. If I use the Winter Soldier tower of him, now if I go for a big figure, who shall I use? Let's use Boar because he's fantasy. He looks fantasy. He's just a phenomenal figure. Now they look kind of small. He just looks like a giant. This is a great set. I think she's pretty decent, but he is a fantastic figure. Definitely worth picking up, particularly if you find one loose, even if he doesn't come with his stuff, because there's so much you can do with him fantasy wise. Or if you get in the 2-pack like I did, he's worth picking up, particularly if you can find it at a decent price. Great figure. Not much likeness to Carl Urban, the actor who played him, but the head sculpt is pretty good again. You could repaint that. In fact, I do have the smaller scale version, which looks very different, and I'll stick that as the videos if I've reviewed it, I'm not sure, and I've got a few of those figures. Okay, this is Awesome Action Toys. I am signing out saying please like, share, and subscribe. I'll be back to more Awesome Action Toy videos for you. Stay happy, keep collecting, and check out the rest of my content for more Awesome Action Toy reviews of Marvel Legends, Acid Rainbow, Joy Toy, other toy lines, other scales, for you guys to enjoy. Bye-bye.